What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Guys, this particular post is going to be controversial because many of us have never really experienced what we're going to talk about today. And that is having a great woman have your back. The average guy can experience this maybe once to twice in his lifetime, and typically that is not sustained for long periods of time. And the majority of people, men or women in general, don't care anything about you. They care about what they can get from you. Women in particular, okay, that's kind of how it works. But sometimes you get some people that can love you and really care about you as much or even more than your own family does. Now, in this case, it is Mr. LeBron James. Now, LeBron James is officially the first active player that is a billionaire. I talked about him on my main channel, O'Shea Duke Jackson, about how his relationship with Chris Paul and Maverick Carter have catapulted him to the billionaire status. Okay, trusting in black men to do these nice things for him. But also, I want to take into consideration LeBron James is married to the very beautiful Savannah James. And she is a woman that has been with her man before he had anything. And LeBron James periodically takes time out to acknowledge the things that she has done for him to make his life better in this appreciation post. Now, I want to kind of read this post and kind of transpose it to how many men feel today in the modern era and why many black men can't relate to this. And he says this: "Theme music, quick letter to my queen. Simply just letting you know that I appreciate you more than this world has to offer. Been my rock holding this is down from the very first jump ball. With all the BS that comes into our lives throughout the years, and on the daily, you've never waved, fluttered, or allowed yourself to simply not be strong for me. Us, but more importantly, you. Savannah was down when I was in my high school, no cameras, no lights. She was there with me. You wouldn't be talking to me right now if it weren't for her," LeBron said. Now, obviously, some guys are going to call that cap and say, well, that's a lie and things like that. But I want you guys to consider how good some men's lives may become when they have a good, loving, supportive, understanding wife that wants to be a wife and contribute in a feminine role. I want you to understand that even if we have not experienced. Now, I will tell you myself, I've had some ladies in my life. I've had two in my particular life that I would say that were wife material, that I would have a similar experience. But if you're a young man like LeBron, you're in the NBA, you're dealing with groupies who don't care about you, you know this woman is there for you. She's loved you before you had anything. It's a lot of stress off your back. You don't have to go out there worrying about dating this chick or worrying about marrying this chick. When you have a woman that you can trust in, a woman that's there for you, and you have good friends you can confide in, friends that are good for you. Most brothers don't experience that in their life. We never really get good people that really love us for who we are. That is the reason why LeBron is a billionaire and many other people never even see the thousandaire status. And just because most men are ending in divorces, most men are not happy with their wives or their lifestyle. And I get that divorce rates are high. You have some men who don't experience what we do, okay, or what men do. And I'm going to give the sister the flowers why she lives. Being a black woman, standing by a black man who came from nothing, who came from a single parent home and stuck with this man despite all the things that may be going on. He might have had other women. He might have been doing this and rumors. She stayed solid to him. She had every opportunity to divorce him. She did not. Okay. She built a family with him. And let me just say this. A lot of times he's on the road. He's out there working, playing on Christmas Day, and we need to honor the black women in our community who are with good black men who are doing that. Many times we do not. All right. And as black men, we do need allies. We need allies who are seeing the value that we provide. And there is no way in hell I'm going to come on this goddamn show and disrespect a sister like that who is stuck by a black man who didn't have nothing. And he's still with her today and he got $1 billion and she's helped him build it. And a lot of times some sisters, they can help get a black man to the next level by just not messing nothing up. Okay. She's played her position. She's been a wonderful mother. She's been a wonderful partner. She's been a wonderful wife. Okay. And I'm not promising you that you're going to get the same thing in our community, nor can I promise it for me. But what we do know is that LeBron James chose her for the right reasons. Is she a good looking lady? Of course. Now, are there other women out there that are better looking than her? Well, let's look at Scottie Pippen and Larsa Pippen. Yes, Scottie likes those looks. Let's look at Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Let's look at any of these guys. Kevin Garnett had a terrible divorce. LeBron James stuck with the sister that loved him. And I do want to talk about that a lot of times in our lifestyle, we are trying to chase ladies who are not down with our program. We have to be as accountable as the women are. What about building amongst the people who buy into our concepts? And as black men, we got to be accountable to that. There's always going to be somebody with a fatter ass. There's always going to be somebody with bigger breasts. How many black women have bought into what you have to do? They support what you want to do. And you said, well, you just ain't thick enough. Well, your titties ain't big enough. I mean, that could be Savannah James. But guess what? Like my brother always says, can she keep house? She is the excellent house manager. Okay. Make sure a black man has something. Okay. Not stressing him out. She can be counted on to do the things that she's supposed to do for the black man. All right. And you have women in the community that are willing to do that. But are we as black men willing to do the correct work to have these women? Like I said, LeBron James can be with the IG model with the biggest booty. He ain't James Harden, and James Harden ain't got $1 billion, right? LeBron and his wife got that. Dr. Dre went and got a chick who didn't care nothing about him because she was light skinned. LeBron went out there and stuck with the sisters, and look at what he got. Black men got to be willing to deal with the women in our community who want to deal with us also and build it up. All right. I'm not going to sit on here on this particular show and shit on black women who are sticking with the black man and helping him get something when he didn't have nothing. And when some other woman of another community or even our community would have stole from him and she didn't. She had the man's baby. She's still down. She still loves him. I give her nothing but the utmost respect. And for him to give her the applause, fuck, if you help me get $1 billion, I applaud you too. And salute to her and other black women like that who see the value in our men in our community and are able to build something. Because you don't see that a lot. And how dare any of you black men out there down talk her or anybody else? Sure, she ain't in the gym shooting jump shots, but she ain't gotta be there. She makes a man a happy home. Okay? Keeps his life in order and straight, where he don't have to worry about certain things. He's allowed to go out there and build up the economy and build up his business and take care of his family. Where other women will be spending up all his money, tricking and stripping and all kind of other crazy stuff. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I already appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.